Hello everybody and welcome to the Social Tool Series, where we take a look at some of the most popular tools out there for salespeople that they can use to help supercharge their sales growth, to connect with more people, and just to find more information. Today I'm pleased to bring you Kushal Shah, the founder and CEO of oFunnel. If you don't know about oFunnel, stay tuned. It's a fantastic tool, and I have the privilege of bringing Kushal on the show to talk about it. So without further ado, Kushal, how are you?
I'm fine, Amar. Good morning. Thank you for having me here.
My pleasure. We're glad you're here. So Kushal, before we jump in, tell us a little bit about oFunnel and how you got started. What prompted this, the creation of the tool?
Sure. So oFunnel is a lead generation service that leverages your social network to find you the best leads happening right within your network. Think about us as the Google alerts for relationships. And how we got here? Well, so me and my co-founder firmly believe in this idea that it's all about relationships, and social networks are a great place to start building and growing these relationships. I come from a technology background, and my partner Van Chappell comes from the sales background. He knows how difficult it is to get the right leads and engage with them. And so we have experienced this pain ourselves, and that prompted us to do something about it and solve the problem.
Got it. So basically, out of sheer necessity, as a sales professional, Van and you got together and said, okay, what can we do? What can we do to enhance our rate of connectivity and just overall intelligence into accounts? Which is great, because that's one of the biggest challenges that sales professionals have today. So Kushal, I'd love to see a demo, and the floor is all yours.
Okay, thank you. So I started talking about oFunnel and in terms of the lead generation service. So there are two big use cases for oFunnel. Number one is a lead generation service, and number two is competitive intelligence. So I'll try to cover both of them, but my focus will be primarily on the lead generation part.
Okay.
So in terms of demo, you come to oFunnel, www.ofunnel.com, and you essentially sign up with your LinkedIn account. Note that we will never post anything on your behalf. It's just about accessing and reading your data to find you the best leads. So in this case, I will sign up, and the first thing that will happen is, so in this case I was already, so I had another window open, but here I am authorizing myself with LinkedIn. I had already given my credentials, and so I will be taken to the home page on beta.ofunnel.com. So it should be up in a second. This is where the authorization happens with LinkedIn, and so it takes a few seconds. And let's do it 3, 2, 1, and
Always happens, right? Whenever you want it to work, something.
Exactly, right? Here you go. Okay.
There we go.
So, yeah. So you sign in with your LinkedIn. We authorize you via LinkedIn. Again, we are not storing your username or password in any form. And once you come to this page, the first thing that you can go about, so let's say you're in lead generation, right? And your target persona is, say you are a mobile development shop or a mobile advertisement shop, and your target persona is marketing managers.
Okay.
So what you go about doing here is, you say, let's add a new filter, and you'll say, I am interested in any new marketing managers coming within my network. Company size, any is fine. In any specific industry, you can select specific industries. In this case, I'm going to say no. Any industries is perfectly fine. And any specific location, again, you can select a specific location. So in this case, let's say I want to go in Washington and in the greater Seattle area. So
Kushal, you basically have tons of filters preset. So a person covering a territory can easily just dive right in, go into a specific vertical or industry, even parse it down, because a lot of salespeople today have company size delineation. So they'll say, I'm only responsible for companies with more than 1,000 employees. So all of that logic is already built into oFunnel.
Exactly, right. So you fine-tune the leads that you are looking for and let us know here. And once you save the changes, that's pretty much it. From here on, any new connection that is happening within your social network, first or second level connections, and which meets the criteria of a marketing manager and within Greater Seattle area, we will alert you about it. I'll come back to how we send you the alert in a second, but let me quickly cover a few more things. See, Amar, you talk about marketing managers, right?
Right.
But there are many other titles that people use and essentially have the same job function or the same profile.
Correct.
So again, what oFunnel is doing here is it's going to figure out that, okay, you're looking for marketing managers. Maybe you're also interested in marketing director. And so you click on it and you start adding the necessary additional filters that you're looking for.
Very smart. So essentially you don't have to repeat the searches. You've got the logic working in the background to figure out related job titles perhaps that you're seeking and going after.
Exactly, and this is where oFunnel is smart enough to go and look at profiles and figure out what are the similar titles and have exactly similar job functions and job profiles. So now that all these filters are set, from here on, I talked about, you will start receiving your leads right into your inbox. So let's quickly take a look at one of those emails that you can get. So this is one of the sample emails that you get. So I got it today in the morning, and essentially I was looking at that time for sales director, and it starts telling me that just using your network, just within one day, these are the few sales directors that have joined your network and whom you can approach because they match the lead criteria that you have set.
Right.
So set it once, and from here on, unlimited leads right within your inbox on a day-to-day basis. Okay?
Yeah, very powerful. And so essentially, I just read a stat on LinkedIn from Coca Sexton that talked about the fact that, not a stat, but a general remark from him that said most people on LinkedIn are not using their existing connections to get introduced, and it's such a powerful way to get in front of people with a little bit of clarity and confidence. And essentially, it can be a warm lead, right? And who wants to cold call if we can get a warm lead? So on a daily basis, your list is emailed to you, and then you just have a target list of potential leads to go after on a daily basis.
Exactly, and it gets better. What happens is, like, let's say you say, hey, Seth is a great great potential lead for me. But what can I do to connect with Seth? So click here. So and this is where we will start helping you. We will say that, okay, you're looking for Seth. These are some of his details. This is his LinkedIn profile. This is his Twitter profile. These are his recent tweets that you can go in and look after. And this is where the whole social selling is starting to come into life. Rather than sending a cold email or doing a cold call, we are saying, how can we help you engage with Seth in a better manner? And this is why we are giving you his LinkedIn profile, his Twitter profile, his Twitter activity, and you should look out on this page. Within the next 1 week, a lot more details are going to come about, are going to get populated for every lead. And then we have the next steps. So you can go ahead and follow him on Twitter, or right from here, you can say that, hey, I want to connect with you on LinkedIn. I see that you are interested in, say, mobile advertisements, and we can help. So
keeping everything in one window, you don't need to necessarily juggle back and forth. It's just all in one central place.
Exactly. That's the whole thing. End-to-end workflow. Right from recognizing potential leads that you should go after, or potential titles that you should go after, then finding you those leads, and then helping you engage with those leads so that you can actually do social selling and convert them from a lead to a customer in a faster, efficient manner. That's what oFunnel is all about.
Really, really smart, Kushal. I like it. Now, I know we weren't planning on covering it, but can you walk us through a workflow on competitive intelligence, say?
Yes, so let me quickly talk about that. And I'll give you a classic example here. So for example, Asim Bacha, right? In a way, so oFunnel, for example, is looking after leads from your LinkedIn network. Asim Bacha is the CEO of Socido, which is looking for leads from your Twitter network, right? So in a way, he's a competitor for me. So I want to know that who is Asim connecting to every day, because whoever he is connecting to can be potential leads for me as well.
Wow. Okay.
So that in a way it is competitive intelligence or further lead generation for me. And in other cases, if it wouldn't have been for complementary platforms, if it would have been for direct competition, I would want to know who Asim is connecting to, because if he is connecting to my customer, that is a red flag for me. So I really need to follow up with my customer and see what is wrong. So that's how you can use oFunnel for competitive intelligence purposes as well. So whoever your connection or whoever your competitor is, if you know the person or the salesperson there, just select person filter, select the name. So for example, if it is Amar Sheth for me, I select Amar Sheth.
Now, sorry, Kushal, quick question. Do you have to be connected to that person?
Yes, for now that is a requirement.
Okay.
So, and you click save here, and from here on, we will alert you for every connection that Amar makes.
Wow, very powerful. So as you connect with more and more people, you can start to see who they're talking to, who they're potentially going to be talking to, and start taking action as necessary.
Exactly. And yeah, so that's competitive intelligence and lead generation.
Very cool. Kushal, really great tool. Thanks for showing us. I'm sure there's a lot more detail. For the audience watching this right now, if you have more questions, please connect with Kushal on LinkedIn. He'd love to hear from you. Sign up for oFunnel. It's a great tool. And I hope this really paints the picture of how smart salespeople today are using tools like this to supercharge their pipeline and to make sure they're connecting with as many people as possible in their territory. So Kushal, thanks again for your time. I really do appreciate it. And maybe we'll catch up when oFunnel, I know you're still kind of in beta, and when you're fully blown and launched out, maybe we can connect up later end of the year and do another review.
Absolutely. I look forward to that.
Awesome. Thanks, Kushal, for your time. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you so much, Amar.